So what would the deterrent effect be if the administration opts not to comply with a court order?
Well, I mean, therein lies it. I mean, we could go back to, I could say the word norms, but that would
Right,
probably lead to ridicule, as it should.
right.
We have been too long in the pro-democracy movement, not well served by too many people worried about norms.
Yeah.
And so the fact is, Donald Trump's not going to abide by court orders unless he is compelled to do so. We've had a lot of debate in this show and elsewhere about whether or not, even with the threat of contempt, they would comply with court orders. But without that threat, why would they comply? They won't. But,
Right.
what it's going to require is all of these judges to now reissue their orders and require a posting of a bond by these public interest groups, which will be a financial hardship from those groups having to post this money. And there'll be all kinds of appeals about the amount of money. And that takes a lot of time. And in the meantime, you've got Donald Trump as an administration, finding new places around the world to find gulags to ship people. But it's not just the immigration cases. There's an interesting sidebar to this, which is that Jim Jordan, the Republican member of Congress, incorrectly said. Now, whether he was incorrect because he was lying or incorrectly because he was misinformed, he said, "Oh, don't worry, this only applies to immigration cases involving nationwide injunctions." No, it doesn't. It applies to everything. And so this is not just about immigration. If you worry about the doing away with federal workers, you need to care about this. If you care about the defunding of NIH and the various health agencies, you need to care about this. If you worry about the restructuring and the dissolution of departments and agencies, you need to care about this.